जय गुरु जी, नमस्ते टू ऑल प्यारी संगत जी. Anantam Shukrana Guruji Maharaj for giving me opportunity and seva to read the book Guruji My Father by Bambi Aunty. Om Namah Shivaya Shivji Sada Sahai. Om Namah Shivaya Guruji Sada Sahai. To start with the book Guruji My Father, it starts with a lovely poem by Bambi Aunty, Guruji, my father. My dearest father, in these pages my soul lays bare. But I really don't care, but then yet I do care. As probing eyes read my every thought, I feel naked. But every word of yours must be told. Protect me, my father, as I am just a flicker of your soul, your daughter Bambi. Guruji Maharaj. हमारे गुरुजी महाराज. This is Guruji's signature name, Guruji Maharaj. These words had been said by Guruji Taral, Komal, Nirmal. Guruji Maharaj hailed from Dugri, a village in Punjab. He was born in a Sikh farmer family. From the very beginning, Guruji was very spiritual. He spent his childhood playing with snakes and praying. He loved his mother very much and would often surprise her by producing roses from behind his back at that tender age of 3, as Mataji had told us. Our Guruji was a very simple person. He did not own a single chola, although he wore the fanciest of cholas that his Sangat had made for him. He did not own a single pair of shoes, but we all saw him wearing the shoes from every part of the world, or even the Jaliwali banyan, which we often saw him wearing during non-Sangat days. He wore all and gave it all away. The only thing that he did own was his shaving kit. He believed that he did not need hair on his body, as he did not feel it is essential to beautify himself with it. One evening, he enlightened my husband and me on life and how it should be lived. Simplicity in life is the key to happiness, which lasted 45 minutes. It was in crisp English that we listened in awe. The soul of the sermon was to enjoy everything in life, to learn and grow with sorrow, and not let it destroy you. That I will always be there by your side to take care of everything. These statements are very essence of our beloved Guruji Maharaj and the guidelines for all his disciples to follow. His ways of life was our lesson to learn, including the cleanliness around him and within him. जद तुसी मेरे कोल आंदे हो तुसी सारे गंदे घड़े वांगन होंदे हो. फिर मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਸਾਫ਼ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ, ਫਿਰ ਉੱਤੋਂ ਚਮਕਾਉਂਦਾ ਹਾਂ. When you come to me, you are like dirty vessels. So I first clean you from within and then shine your outside. Guruji said that God gave humans ਪੰਜ ਚੋਰ, ਕਾਮ, ਕ੍ਰੋਧ, ਲੋਭ, ਮੋਹ ਤੇ ਅਹੰਕਾਰ, namely work, anger, greed, attachment and ego that drives a man's karma. Freedom from them is what Guruji aimed for all of us. Guru Sahib was so particular that he would tell Ram Avatar, बड़ा माली, कम ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੱਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਹਿਨਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, ਨਾ ਗੰਦਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ. When you work, your clothes should not get crushed or be dirty. He would often say, look at the lotus which is born out of dirt and remains so pure that it is used as offering for the Lord during prayers. The same way, one must remain pure in spite of all the filth around us. Once a young girl, perhaps 7 years of age, had come to Guruji with her mother for the first time. She had a common skin problem called vitiligo, commonly known as fulkari. One felt sympathy towards her and was sure that our Guruji would definitely bless someone so young. As this was something on our minds, Guruji called us, and much to our surprise, he started to explain why he would not heal the child. Guru Sahib said, I too am bound by certain laws of universe. her karma stands in the way of my blessings, as she had abused a holy man in her previous life, and therefore I am bound not to help her. Questions filter through our minds that if we do not know the wrongs that we have done in our past lives, then how and why should we be punished for them? How is one to understand this injustice of the Lord? Guru Sahib informed us nothing happens that is outside of God's sovereign will. He said, when we are with God, we plan our lives and we decide what karmic debts we will finish in our coming lifetime. For example, we decide who we will marry, who we will work with, whose karmic debt we will let go of, and so on and so forth. All that is pre written. So the next question was, since everything is pre written, then what is the role of Guru and prayers in our life? Guruji laughed and said, a human being gets only 3 chances in his life to correct his karmas, and that whenever that time comes to remember that, it has to be a selfless decision. At the time when the decision has to be made, a person will get help from no one. It will purely be his own decision. Guru Sahib stated, when a disciple comes to me for the first year, it is his choice to accept me or leave me. Once he accepts me as his Guru, then he is mine forever, even if he is the worst person on earth. At the same time, I do decide I first see a disciple's love and devotion to God, then his past karma, and then only I see his devotion to me. If he is truly devoted to me, I accept him and take over all his karmas. I put all the bad time that a devotee is destined to have in a crunching short period and finish his karma for him. Guruji said that I do not take over all his bad karma, as we are here to learn, and so we must feel the prick of the needle, not the blade of the sword. He said, human disease are the results of past karmas. I have to first eradicate the root of disease, which is always seated deep within the body. If I first cure the surface of the problem, then it will erupt again and again. Therefore, I must cure the A and not N or Z of the problem. Guru Sahib reiterated a number of times that prayers must be taught at a very early age. The basics must be taught in little doses so that the foundation of prayer in a little child remains strong for a lifetime. He said, if I clean the surface, mind or body, the dirt still remains within. So first I clean you from within for your surface to shine. Anita Kumar, a dear friend of mine, is the only one amongst our friends who Guruji accepted into his divine grace. She came, as her horoscope puts it, on the last leg of her life with asthma and skin cancer. Today her skin glows. Without cancer, she is free of asthma. She is perhaps one of the most pure, elevated and gentle souls in the Sangat. He blessed her internally as well as externally. Out of overwhelming curiosity, we had once asked Guruji, as you know what we really are from inside, what if a thief sat next to me? What would you do? He replied that he would put us on one side and bless the thief, first for coming to a sin, and secondly because he may never come again. He also said, I do not love a brother, sister, husband, wife to the same degree, but as individual, because their dedication and devotion towards me is of different levels. No two siblings or couples love me equally, nor is their devotion to me equal. Therefore, neither is my grace on them. The depth of your unconditional devotion results in my unconditional love for you.